We called it. 2 weeks ago, I told you that Kīlauea would erupt again between February 10th and 20th, 2026. Episode 42. Scientists at the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory were tracking the patterns, measuring the inflation, watching the data, and now, USGS just updated their forecast. Episode 42 is now predicted for February 11th through 15th, 2026. That's this week, that's potentially tomorrow. If you've been following this channel, you know we don't just talk about natural phenomena after they happen. We tell you what's coming before it arrives. And Kīlauea is about to prove us right. Hey everyone. Quick update from Static and Soil. This is going to be short because I want to get this out to you before episode 42 starts. If you haven't seen my original Kīlauea video, go watch that first. I'll link it in the description. I explained the whole episodic pattern, the science behind it, why these eruptions are so predictable, but here's what's happened since then, and why I needed to make this update video right now. The Hawaiian Volcano Observatory released an updated forecast. Episode 42, which was originally predicted for the February 10-20 window, has been narrowed down. They're now saying February 11th through 15th, most likely around February 13th or 14th based on the current inflation rates. That means within the next 72 to 96 hours, we could see lava fountains shooting hundreds of feet into the air from Halema'uma'u crater. Let me tell you why this matters beyond just cool. Volcano go boom. This is about prediction. This is about understanding Earth's patterns so well that we can tell you, weeks in advance, when a volcano is going to erupt. Think about that for a second. We live in a time where scientists can measure ground deformation down to millimeters, where they can track tiny earthquakes that you can't even feel, where they can monitor gas emissions in real time, and from all that data they can say this volcano will erupt between these dates. And then it does. That's incredible. That's the power of modern volcano science. And if episode 42 happens this week, exactly when predicted, that's validation, that's proof that we understand this system. Here's what's been happening at Kīlauea over the last few weeks. Episode 41 erupted on January 24th, 2026. It was intense. Lava fountains reached between 460 and 480 meters high. That's about 1,500 feet. Think about that. A fountain of molten lava taller than the Empire State Building. The eruption deposited tephra and spatter for miles around the crater. Hikers and visitors at Hawaii Volcanoes National Park got to witness it in real time. And then it stopped. Just like the pattern predicted. The lava fountains died down. The pressure released. The summit deflated slightly. And then, right on schedule, it started inflating again. The magma began refilling the system. Pressure building. GPS stations measuring the ground rising by fractions of an inch each day. Seismic activity picked up. Small earthquakes clustered beneath the summit. Gas emissions changed composition. All the signs pointing to one thing: another episode was coming. Scientists at HVO tracked all of this. They fed the data into their models, they looked at the pattern from previous episodes, and they made their prediction. February 11th, 15, 2026, episode 42. Now here's what makes this even more interesting. The pattern has been remarkably consistent. Since December 23, 2024, when this episodic sequence started, we've had 41 episodes, each one lasting less than 24 hours, each one separated by pauses of about 2 weeks, give or take a few days. The gaps between episodes have been predictable enough that scientists can forecast them with increasing accuracy. Episode 40 happened around January 10th. Episode 41 on January 24th, that's about a 14-day gap. Now we're looking at episode 42 around February 13th. Again, roughly 14 days after episode 41. The volcano is keeping time like a clock. A very hot, very explosive clock. If you're in Hawaii right now, or if you're planning to be there this week, here's what you need to know. The eruption is confined to Halema'uma'u crater at the summit. It's not threatening any residential areas. It's not a flank eruption like 2018. This is summit activity only. Hawaii Volcanoes National Park will likely close certain areas when the eruption starts. They always do for safety. But there will still be viewing opportunities from safe distances. If you're there, follow all park ranger instructions. Stay behind barriers. Don't try to get closer than authorized. Lava is 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and volcanic gases are hazardous. But if you can safely view it, do it. Because witnessing a volcanic eruption in person is something you'll never forget. For those of us not in Hawaii, we can watch the webcams. USGS has multiple cameras pointed at Halema'uma'u crater that stream 24/7. When episode 42 starts, you'll be able to watch it live. You'll see the lava fountains. You'll see the glow illuminating the crater walls. You'll see it all happening in real time from your computer or phone. Here's the thing. Episode 42 won't be the last one. After this, there will be episode 43, then 44, then 45. This episodic pattern could continue for months, maybe years. We don't know when it will end, but we do know when the next episode will be, and that's pretty amazing. Let me talk about what this means for volcano science more broadly. Kīlauea has become one of the most important natural laboratories on Earth. The amount of data being collected here, the understanding we're gaining about how shield volcanoes work, how magma systems behave, it's invaluable. Scientists from around the world study Kīlauea. They use what they learn here to understand volcanoes in Iceland, Indonesia, Italy, everywhere. When we can predict Kīlauea's eruptions this accurately, we're building models that can help predict other volcanoes. And that saves lives. Because not all volcanic eruptions are as benign as Kīlauea's summit activity. Some threaten major cities. Some happen with little warning. Some are deadly. But the more we understand about how volcanoes work, the better we get at seeing the warning signs everywhere. So yeah, episode 42 is cool to watch. The lava fountains are spectacular. But the real story is the science. The real story is human ingenuity figuring out how to read Earth signals. Here's what I want you to do in the next few days. First, bookmark the USGS Kīlauea webcam page. I'll put the link in the description. Check it periodically, especially between February 11 and 15. Second, follow the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory's updates. They post regularly on their website and social media. When episode 42 starts, they'll announce it immediately. Third, if you're interested in this stuff, subscribe to this channel. Because I'm not just covering Kīlauea, I'm covering all of 2026's incredible natural phenomena. The blood moon on March 3rd, the total solar eclipse in August, northern lights, all of it. And I'm telling you about them before they happen, not after. Fourth, share this video with someone who loves volcanoes or science. Let's get more people paying attention to what Earth is doing. I'm going to make a prediction right now, on camera, so you can hold me accountable. I think episode 42 will start on February 13th, 2026, sometime in the afternoon or evening Hawaii time. That's February 14th early morning if you're on the east coast of the US. I think it will last between 8 and 14 hours, similar to recent episodes. I think the lava fountains will reach somewhere between 400 and 500 meters high, based on the current inflation rates and the pattern from episode 41, and I think it will be absolutely spectacular. Now, I could be wrong about the exact timing. It could happen on the 12th or the 14th or the 15th, but it will happen in that window. The science is too consistent for it not to. And when it does, when those lava fountains start shooting into the sky and the webcams light up with orange and red, we're going to have our "I told you so" moment, not in a smug way, in a holy crap science works way. So keep your eyes on Kīlauea this week, and let's watch episode 42 together. If this video was helpful, if you're excited about this, hit that like button. Leave a comment and tell me, do you think it'll erupt on the 13th like I predicted, or earlier or later? The volcano is inflating. The pressure is building. The data is clear. Episode 42 is coming. See you in the next one.